Good evening. I am Rebecca Hasbrock from Springfield High School. I am in Mrs. Devlin's Office Occupation Program, and I work at State Employees Retirement Systems. It is a pleasure to serve as your Mistress of Ceremonies this evening. On behalf of my fellow cooperative education students, I welcome you to the 67th Annual Cooperative Education Banquet. I hope you have an enjoyable evening. Would everyone please focus your attention to the head table? As I announce your name, would you please rise? Please hold your applause until everyone has been announced. On my far right, Mrs. Chelsea Ziebler, Interrelated Cooperative Education Coordinator at Lanphier. Next, we have Kofia Duadu from Lanphier High School, who will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Next is Kofia's supervisor, Mrs. Claudia Johnson, principal at Enos Elementary School. Next is Chantel McDonald from Lanphier High School, who will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Next to Chantel is her supervisor, Matt Blazik, from McDonald's on North Grand. Mayor Jim Langfelder and Governor Bruce Rauner will be joining us after dinner this evening. Mrs. Jennifer Gill, Superintendent of Schools, will also be here after dinner to award our work program students and announcing our Students of the Year. On my left, my supervisor at State Employees Retirement Systems, Joe Maggio. Next, Mrs. Carrie Devlin, my teacher and work program coordinator at Springfield High School. Next is Grant Scott from Springfield High School, who will be introducing our coordinators later this evening. Next is Grant's supervisor at Illinois Department of Transportation, Mrs. Dorothy Negengard. Next is Demetria Joyner from Southeast High School. She will be giving our appreciation remarks later this evening. Next to Demetria is her supervisor, Nancy Rambo from Illinois Department of Transportation. Last, we have Mrs. Carol Sisko, Demetria's teacher and Southeast High School's Interrelated Cooperative Education Program Coordinator. Seated in front of the head table are our special guests. Again, please rise when your name is called, and please hold all applause until everyone has been introduced. Mrs. Lou Baker, Director of Student Support Services. Representative Sarah Wojcicki Jimenez. Bree Hankins, Coordinator of Public Relations and Marketing. Nancy Stites, Career and Technical Education Secretary. Representing the Springfield School Board of Education, we have with us Mr. Blake Hadley. We are happy to have the following guests who work closely with cooperative education programs in each school. Please stand as I call your name. And once again, please hold your applause until the end. From Lanphier High School, Mr. Artie Doss, Principal. Mr. Robert High, former work program coordinator. Mr. Steve Rambach, post-secondary coach. Ms. Paula Peterson, vocational teaching assistant. And the following assistant principals: Ms. Jonelle Baskett, Ms. Lisa Liardi, Ms. Rachel Streeb, and Ms. Lynn Williams. From Southeast High School, Mr. Jason Wind, Principal. Mr. Fred DeVoe, Athletic Director, and the following assistant principals: Mrs. Linda O'Connor, Mrs. Erica Metz, Mr. Gary Dorr, Mr. Mark Durrett, and Mrs. Iola Jackson. From Springfield High School, Mr. Mike Grossen, Principal, and the following assistant principals: Mr. Derek Williams, Mrs. Stacy Gordy, Miss Lori Smith, and Mr. Rob Sherman. And Mr. Brian Barnes. Thank you for accepting our invitation. We hope you enjoy the banquet. Before the Pledge of Allegiance this evening, here are a few instructions for the serving lines. Please remain seated until you are instructed to go to the serving line, and take your tickets with you to be collected at that time. Please do not go back for seconds until everyone has been served. Now, will everyone please stand and join Chantel and Kofia as they lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, would the head table and special guests move to the serving line? We will resume our program at 7:45. To give this year's appreciation remarks is Demetria Joyner from Southeast High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Demetria Joyner, and I'm enrolled in the Interrelated Cooperative Education Program at Southeast High School. My teacher is Mrs. Cisco. I'm employed at the Illinois Department of Transportation, and my supervisor is Nancy Rambo. We, the students, would like to express our appreciation and pay tribute to the many employers who have given so much to our program. The purpose of this banquet is to express our gratitude to all the employers for the many things they have done for us. You have provided us with excellent training and have displayed patience and understanding during our journey. You have offered solutions to perform tasks, and accomplish goals. At this time, we would like to recognize all of our supervisors. If you are a supervisor or someone representing a supervisor, please stand.
Yeah.
We thank you for your commitment and support of our program. Lastly, we would like to thank our teachers who have arranged meaningful experience and given us direction. You have counseled us in a way to help mold our personalities to bridge the gap from school to the next phase of life. This banquet is a small way for us to express our gratefulness to all who have helped develop us into better people. Thank you again, and good night.
Thank you, Demetria. Our coordinators are very important people. They are there for us every step of the way as we make the transition from being students to becoming responsible employees. The work they do is greatly appreciated and should not go unnoticed. To introduce all of the coordinators is Grant Scott from Springfield High School.
Good evening. It is with sincere appreciation and gratitude that I introduce the coordinators for the cooperative education programs at our high schools. Please hold your applause until all of the coordinators are introduced. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until the introductions are completed. Joining us this evening from Lanphier High School are Mrs. Chelsea Ziebler, Interrelated Cooperative Education. From Southeast High School, Mrs. Carol Cisco, Interrelated Cooperative Education and Office Occupations. And from Springfield High School are Mrs. Carrie Devlin, Cooperative Office Occupations, and Mr. Matt Koger, Interrelated Cooperative Education. Our District Transition Services Coordinators are Mr. David Brott and Ms. Charity Workman, and Jennifer Hawkins, Vocational Coordinator at Lee School. The following are secondary work training teachers: Mr. Steve Altmix from Lanphier, Mrs. Shirley Bernstein, Karen Jones, Becky Kincaid, and Matt Lauber from Southeast, and Mr. Mick Maxwell from Springfield High.
Thank you, Grant. At this time, we would like to thank the Springfield Education Association for their financial contribution towards this year's banquet. We would also like to thank Steve Ramback and Braden Ayers for taking pictures this evening. Thank you to Inc. 186 for making the Student of the Year and the Supervisor of the Year awards. Hopefully, all training stations are included in the list of employers in your programs. If your company was omitted or misspelled, please forgive us and let your coordinator know of the error on their next visit. At this time, we would like to recognize every student in the Cooperative Education Work Program. As your coordinator announces your name, please proceed in front of the head table to receive your award from your principal and our superintendent, Jennifer Gill. We would like to keep this process going quickly and smoothly, so please hold your applause until after each school is finished. Now please welcome Mrs. Carol Sisko and Miss Charity Workman from Southeast High School. Will Mr. Wind and Mrs. Gill come to the front of the head table to present certificates? Will all Southeast students please report to the area to your right of the head table? Your name will be called alphabetically to receive your awards.
Can I have your attention? We're going to start when you guys get quiet, but I want you to hear everyone's name. Andrew Adair, Taco Bell, Stevenson Drive. Darian Albert, Sonic Drive-In, Isles Avenue. Kanan Alt Gilbers, Long John Silver, South Dirksen Parkway. Amaria Austin, Chick-fil-A. Braden Ayers, Hy-Vee. Ronald Clark, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wabash. LaSasia Crawford, McDonald's, South Grand. Brittany Davis, Journeys. Greg Dixon, Dairy Queen, North Dirksen Parkway. Kyra Doolin, Boys and Girls Club at Ridgely Elementary. Tay Dye, Arby's, North Dirksen Parkway. Christy Fearson, Freddy's. Ashley Freeman, Concordia Village. Caitlin Griffin, Arena Foods at the Bridge. Faith Hernandez, Journeys. Hope Hernandez, Crystal Cleaners. Mia Jackson, Popeyes, South Grand Avenue. Megan Jacobs, Berean Baptist Church. Demetria Joyner, Illinois Department of Transportation. Vondasia Knox, Southeast High School. Dustin Laveau, Champ Sports. Zariah McClendon, Sonic Drive-In, Isles Avenue. Savannah McCoy, Sonic Drive-In, Wabash Avenue. Moesha Momo, Harvard Park Elementary School. Daisy Moret, Penny Lane, Gifts. Sierra Parker, Butler Elementary School. Cara Patterson, Popeyes, South Grand Avenue. Amber Ramsey, Inc. 186. Odyssey Riggs, Papa John's Pizza. Dylan Robinson, Animal Protection League. Tiffany Spain, St. John's Hospital. Shakira Thomas, KFC North 9th Street. Kiera Trotter, Illinois Department of Transportation. Tommy Vandeventer, Inc. 186. Joy Waddy, Chick-fil-A. Sierra Ware, Burger King, South Grand. I know she's here. Terrence Washington, Inc. 186. Brendan Weeder, Long John Silver, South Dirksen Parkway. Casey Williams, Inc. 186. Last but not least, Brian Yoakum, Project Scope at Butler Elementary School.
Thank you. Please help me welcome Governor Rauner to say a few words.
Hey, we're really here to celebrate the students. One more round of applause for our students for that honorary tonight. I wanted to come over. We're in the middle of some pretty heated negotiations, so it's pretty intense right now, but I wanted to come over tonight because it's an honor for me now to live in Springfield and be your neighbor. And it's been an honor for me to visit many of the schools in Springfield. They're outstanding. I wanted to come specifically tonight to say thank you. First, thank you to the teachers of Springfield. Round of applause for the teachers of Springfield. Teaching is the most noble profession. It's the most important profession in America, in the world. Teachers have our future in their hands every day with our students. It's hard work being a teacher. And you know what? We owe everything to our teachers. And my number one priority is to make sure more of our taxpayers' hard-earned money that we take from them goes to our teachers first. Our education, our schools get the money first. And I want our schools opening on time with more money every year. More and more money from the state. You know, we're dead last. We're 50 out of 50. Bottom state in America for state support for education. That is wrong. We're going to change it. We're going to put a lot more money every year from the state into our school system. Thank you to our teachers. One more round of applause for our teachers. Now, the second priority of making sure that our schools are properly supported and our teachers are properly supported with more resources so they are freed up. Get the unfunded mandates off the restrictions and regulations. Let teachers do their job. Let teachers teach. Let principals lead. Get the regulations and the bureaucracy off. The other thing we're going to do, and we're fighting hard to do it, is make sure we've got a strong, healthy economy, creating great careers, not just jobs, careers for everybody in Illinois who wants to work. These young people are striving. We're celebrating them because they are dedicated, hardworking students, and you have created an opportunity for them to get the work experience combined with their education so they're ready to enter the workforce and thrive. And the other thank you I wanted to come after our teachers, I want to thank our employers here in Springfield. Thank you for creating the opportunity for these young people. You deserve our support. That's my second priority after supporting our teachers. I want to support our business owners, our small business owners throughout the state of Illinois. I declared this Small Business Week in Illinois. I want you, small business owners in Illinois, in the city of Springfield, going from small to bigger. Small from bigger, and then bigger yet. More good jobs, more careers. I want to get the regulations off you, limit your tax burden. I want you to be competitive and thrive. This is such a great community. You are building businesses and creating careers here. Thank you to our employers. I look forward to working for you and our teachers. Let's celebrate tonight. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you again. We are going to continue with the awards. Please welcome Mrs. Carrie Devlin and Mr. Matt Koger from Springfield High School. Will Mr. Grosson please come to the head table to present certificates? Will all Springfield High School students please report to the area to your right of the head table?
Okay, it's my pleasure to announce the following students from Springfield High School who have participated in the work program this year. We have Dominique Bailey from Springfield Urban League. Chris Bales works at Inc. 186. Marissa Berea, Noodles and Company. Joseph Bartel, Baker Square. Keegan Baskett, McEvoy and Humke Accounting Services. Brendan Beck, County Market, Carpenter Street. Brent Beneke, McDonald's, Wabash Avenue. Austin Bill Shields. Alexis Blue Robinson, Reflections Memory Care. Your certificate's up there. Courtney Bradshaw, Texas Roadhouse. Elizabeth Brandt, Illinois Senate. Ariana Butler, Auntie Annie's. Christian Button, Papa John's Chatham Road. Deja Kane, Monty's, Bruns Lane. Tasha Curtis, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wabash. Aaliyah Davis, State Employees Retirement Systems. Samantha Dejanovich, Bergner's. Derek Edwards, High V. Jennifer Estabrook, Illinois Senate. Ariana Freeman, Bob Evans. Ashley Garcia, State Employee Retirement Systems. Jesse Gonco, Pies the Limit. Giandria Green, Sonic Wabash. Caleb Griffith, McDonald's on Monroe. Bree Good Price, Illinois Department of Transportation. Jackie Gunther, Du Bois Elementary School. Tyree Hamilton, Alexander Steakhouse. Sabrina Hansen, McDonald's, Chatham Road. Rebecca Hassebrock, State Employees Retirement System. Muna Henderson, Boys and Girls Club After School Program at McClernand Elementary. Ian Irving, Sonic on Isles. Janiyah Jones, Taco Bell, White Oaks Drive. Danielle Junius, Wendy's, Toronto Road. Austin Kornak, Illinois Senate. James Cropid, Illinois Senate. Kane Lockwood, Hobby Lobby. Kate Lyons, Baskin Robbins, Chatham Road. Raekwon Mackey, State Employees Retirement System. Ariana Matthews, Burger King, Veterans Parkway. Alteria McLean, McDonald's, Toronto Road. Michaela McKinney, Memorial Medical Center. Chris Moore, Illinois Senate. Selena Moore, Illinois Senate. Kendra Parker, Dell's Popcorn, downtown. Jasmine Patton, Illinois Senate. Ben Reinhardt, Adams Elementary. Dakota Robb, Inc. 186. Lanice Robinson, Erie. Grant Scott, Illinois Department of Transportation. Jackson Sharir, Illinois Senate. Noah Siltman, Wabash, Golf and Games. Kiara Smith, Illinois Department of Transportation. Jane Sorensen, Illinois Senate. Celia Spencer, Inc. 186. Francesca Trujillo, St. John's Hospital. Natasha Vogler, Inc. 186. Heath Warren, Illinois Senate. Maria Wells, Illinois Senate. Jonathan Williams, Concordia Village. And Justin Williams, Walmart on 6th Street. Thank you.
Please welcome Mrs. Chelsea Ziebler from Lanphier High School. Will Mr. Doss come to the front of the head table to present certificates? Will all Lanphier students please report to the area to your right of the head table?
Kayla Avant, Brendan Gardens. James Badorski. William Baker. Jasmine Brioida, Chick-fil-A. Christopher Brown, Maldeners. Olivia Burnett. Javier Kierlock, County Market. Haley Cole, Williamson Daycare. Jalen Collins, McDonald's. Brianna Cooper, Walgreens. Kofia Duodo, Enos. Kristen Goodpasture, Memorial. Brianna Grigsby, Illinois Senate. Journey Holloway. Kevin Holman, McDonald's. Daquan Jackson. Nicholas Kennedy, Goodwill, Wabash. Brianna Libin, Eurostop. Kiana Logan, McAllister's Deli. Chantel McDonald, McDonald's. Jeremiah Owens, Goodwill Dirksen. Cassandra Reckner, Freddy's. Alexandra Reynolds, Gordman's. Kim Ruggles. Caitlin Shettlebauer, Illinois Presbyterian Home. Amari Smith, Walmart, Dirksen. Kylie Stoudemire, Fairview. Chance Taylor, Green Toyota. Josh Taylor. And Elijah Thomas. Devin Bryant. Capria. And that's it. Thank you.
And now for the highlight of the evening. Each program has selected a Student of the Year. These students have shown exemplary performance in the classroom and on the job. As your name is announced, please enter from your right to receive your award. After you receive your award, please proceed across the floor to the picture area to have your picture taken with your school principal. To present this year's student awards, we are honored to have Mrs. Jennifer Gill, Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of the students who are here tonight for your hard work, not only in the classrooms, but with your employers here this evening. It is my honor to announce the Students of the Year for 2016. For Lanphier High School, first up, Haley Cole, employed by Williamson's Daycare. Congratulations. Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of behind the podium. This one's short enough for me, though. It's all good. Okay, next up, we have from Lanphier High School as well, Chantel McDonald, and she also works at McDonald's on North Grand. From Springfield High School, we have Alteria McLean, also working at McDonald's, but on Toronto Road. Congratulations. He wants us to spin around. From Springfield High School, Brianna Good Price, working at the Illinois Department of Transportation. From Springfield High School, we also have Brendan Beck from County Market on Carpenter Street. From Southeast High School, we have Sierra Parker working at Butler Elementary School. I just have to say, these beautiful awards are made by our own Inc. 186 here in Springfield, and they are really nice. They have, let me hold, I don't know if I can say, I'll have to show the name, but you can see they have images of the school on front of them. They're really cool. So thank you. Those of you who are working at Inc. 186, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, also working at the Illinois Department of Transportation from Southeast, we have Demetria Joyner. And last but not least, we still wanted to announce his name tonight, but he was unable to be here. We have Woodrow Morrison, who's working at Penny Lane. So we'll give him a round of applause in his honor.
Thank you, Mrs. Gill. Thank you. This evening, we are honored to have Mayor Jim Langfelder to present our Supervisors of the Year awards. The employers who received this award were nominated by a student and then chosen by coordinators. We are pleased to have one Supervisor of the Year from each school. The criteria used to pick the outstanding employer are technical competence, ability to organize, worthy personal traits, ability to communicate, interest, attitude, and willingness to work with the school coordinators. At this time, it is my pleasure to present Mayor Langfelder.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to the students, the teachers, and the administrators on completing nearly another successful year, so congratulations. And I'd also like to state, as the governor said, there's no greater profession than teaching. I have 7 sisters and my mother. They're all in the teaching profession at some time in their life. And we owe it all to where we're at to a teacher, so another round of applause for everybody in the teaching profession. And back in my banking days, I actually, we had an adopted school, which was Lanphier High School. I worked with Steve Rombach, actually went to the classroom and taught them about banking. But what we really wanted to do is have a true partnership in showing all the different professions that the banking industry has to offer. So we hope to continue that type of relationship with the city of Springfield at each of our high schools, and we appreciate the good works the Superintendent Jennifer Gill has done, and we look forward to furthering that relationship. And Governor Ronner was right on the mark when it comes to employers. It's important that you have that real-life tutoring in a real-life situation in your job. So we appreciate the students that go out in the workplace. That's where you really put your work experience to the test, or what you learned in the classroom in the work atmosphere. So we really salute you for taking on that endeavor, but also the employers that helped in that achievement. So first is the Lanphier Supervisor of the Year. The Lanphier High School Supervisor of the Year winner was nominated for many reasons. One of the many great qualities she possesses is her kindness towards others. As the general manager of the Goodwill store on Wabash Avenue, she has taken on the task of being a training site supervisor for one of our cooperative education students. She has made a lasting impression with her student worker. She not only mentors, she shares her knowledge of the job and how to handle the many situations that arise on a daily basis. Nick Kennedy, a student in Miss Ziebler's interrelated cooperative education class, could think of no better way to thank his supervisor than by nominating her for a Supervisor of the Year award. Please give a round of applause to one of this year's winners, Miss Amy Devashian. Next is the Springfield Supervisor of the Year. Our second winner this evening was nominated by a student at Springfield High School. Kane Lockwood is a student in the secondary work training program, and his work site coordinator is Mr. Brock. Kane started at Hobby Lobby as a seasonal employee, but with the high expectations, strong work ethic, and hard work instilled in him by his supervisor, he was hired as a year-round employee. Kane believes these qualities are what will drive him to become a successful adult. Kane was nominated by his supervisor, Kane has nominated his supervisor and the Hobby Lobby store manager, Dave Bergener, to receive a Supervisor of the Year award. Please give a round of applause to another of this year's winners, Mr. Dave Bergener. He must be working. And last but not least, my wife's alma mater, Southeast High School, Southeast Supervisor of the Year. Our final award winner this evening was nominated by Sierra Parker, a student in Mrs. Cisco's interrelated cooperative education class. Sarah has nominated her supervisor for the award to thank her for being such a great role model. Sarah feels her supervisor is not only interested about how well she is doing on the job, but also cares about her success as a student worker and how this will help her as a young adult moving into the real world. Sarah was nominated, or has nominated, Mrs. Kimberly Lowe, a secretary at Butler Elementary School, to be our final award winner for Supervisor of the Year. Please give a round of applause to our final award winner, Miss Kimberly Lowe.
Thank you, Mr. Langfelder. Congratulations to each and every one of the winners tonight, and to everyone else involved in this program. This program would not be successful without all of you. If anyone is interested in getting their picture taken with their supervisor, teacher, or principals, you may proceed to the picture area immediately following. I hope you all had a great evening. Thank you for coming. Good night and God bless.